So, good day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in the crowd. Welcome back to the Ketchup Cast. My name is Lord Maindor, and I'm joined with the man with the plan that smells like ham, Grenzo to the Filer.
Do you even know who the man with the plan is?
You?
Brian Kendrick.
Who's that?
It's the Brian Kendrick. That's who he is.
I don't... Wrestler? Is it a wrestler?
He's the Brian Kendrick.
I'm... You know... It doesn't really explain to me who that is if you don't...
He's the Brian Kendrick.
Okay, sure. So... last week I was going to tell you that I met a couple on a train. Well, I met two couples. Both of them were Jewish.
How Jewish?
Jewish enough.
No. What point Jewish? Like,
well,
we're talking Steven Spielberg to, like, Bernie Sanders?
We're talking...
And then on the far end is, like, Judas.
We had one Sanders.
Did we have a Judas?
We did not.
Was he speaking Aramaic?
No. Listen. Look, they just happened to be Jewish. I didn't even notice until after I met them. I was on a train. I was getting shipped up north again, and on the way up there was a diner car, and when I had to... I came in a little bit late.
He was on a train.
Yeah, I was on a train, and they sat me at a table with an elderly couple at the dinner, and their names were Judy and Lanny.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What was her last name? Was it Goldberg?
Oh
wait, Goldberg? I need to get this bit out first before we continue. Okay. Goldberg, Goldstein, Rosenblatt, Christ. Okay, go ahead.
No, I didn't catch their last names. But
you caught their first names. Were they like, oh, Lenny, it's so humid.
No.
Oh, Judy, you know. No. Listen. I am for marijuana. That's my Bernie Sanders impression. I'm waving my hands like Bernie Sanders. You got to be like a Bernie Sanders.
I apologize to any members of our Semitic audience. No, I'm not even Jewish, and I'm offended by that. But no. I couldn't tell. I didn't notice that they were Jewish until after dinner. But they were incredibly nice. Very interesting people.
Did you speak to them?
I did. Yes, we had a long conversation. Lasted about an hour as we ate. It was fantastic. They're fantastic. What? What are you laughing about?
I can't say that. Go ahead.
I don't want to know. But anyway, we were eating. We were talking. They were coming back. They were going back up north to their town, Cranberry, in New Jersey, which that's a town.
Ew, Jersey.
Yeah, everything's legal there. It's a mess.
Actually, this is like a lot of things illegal.
Oh, there are?
Yeah. In
New Jersey specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe it's like that running like gag and myth that it's illegal to wear a Kevlar vest as you're robbing a bank. It's kind of like in Florida, you get like double charged. Like, oh yeah, you robbed a bank, and oh yeah, you shot our guard, but you're wearing a vest. That's 3 bits for you.
A vest.
Yes.
Okay.
A Kevlar vest.
A Kevlar vest. Okay.
And it's sort of like in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
That you cannot drive your car unless it's registered, and for it to be registered, it has to be insured. Okay. So if you're driving a car that's not insured, you're already breaking like 3 laws there. That's 3 bits.
Okay. You and your bits.
I like bits.
I know.
I like that unit of measurement for American monetary value.
Okay. Anyway, so I forget what Judy's profession was. Lenny was an artist. He painted things, and then he painted things over and over, and he cut out different parts of the painting and glued them together, and it looked like a 3D picture because it had some depth to it.
Sounds like Eric Carle.
I'm not sure who that is.
He's the guy that wrote the Hungry Hungry Caterpillar.
It's not like that, but it's basically the 3D version of that. But anyway,
oh yeah,
they were incredibly kind and interesting people, and I loved talking to them. So that was a nice dinner. The next morning, well, first I should say, when I went to bed, I had there was the bottom bunk. There were two bunks. There were two chairs in my little cabin, and they went into a bed. And I chose to go on the top bunk because I thought, why not? Might as well. It is not a top bunk. It is a top shelf. There's like
was it held on by like a cord or like a chain?
A metal bar actually.
Oh, so it's just stationary.
Yeah,
cannot move.
It's stationary.
That sounds diabolic.
I felt like luggage. There was very little space.
I mean, you have a lot of baggage.
No, I don't. I'm very thin. I don't have anything. But anyway,
That's not
okay. But
go for it.
But anyway, and then I didn't realize until I woke up that morning that there was a comforter that I have been sleeping on top of the whole time. So I could have been warm that night, but I was not. And it was a mess. But anyway, so later that morning, I got dressed, I went to the dining car, and I sat down. Another Jewish couple, who also happened to be from Cranberry, New Jersey.
You think they knew each other?
I don't know.
You think they went to the same Cinnabon?
The Cinnabon? Is that what you said?
Yes.
You mean synagogue?
Hey, you watch your mouth, you.
This video is getting flagged.
Like the whole 3 people that watch this video.
Hey,
it's gonna get flagged.
We have at most 30, and I'm proud of every single one of them.
And the 3 views is you and me and someone else.
Listen, someone's got to help us out, and it might as well be us. So anyway, so I sit down, and I introduce myself. I say hi, blah, blah, and then they introduce themselves. I don't catch their names. I only catch the first letter. The woman goes, I'm N, and is so they're Miss N and Mr. O, and they are not pleasant people. I don't mean to say that in a mean way.
Were they talking about how humid it was?
No, they weren't. They were. Well, first let me explain. It was a very carb-based breakfast that the train had set out for everyone.
Okay, what does that mean in America? What are carbs? I know carbohydrates, but what do you mean by carb heavy?
Carbohydrates, as in many carbohydrates. That's
what do you mean? What kind of breakfast?
I mean, there was a basket of bagels.
There we go.
We had some muffins. We had,
of course, they're bagels.
Boxes of cereal.
Like the itty bitty ones?
No, yeah, the ones that you just fit in your hand.
What kinds?
They had Cheerios, they had Raisin Bran.
Wait, Cheerios or Honey Nut Cheerios?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Okay, good. Those are the only ones that matter. The rest of them can just die.
Okay, calm down. And they also had coffee cake, which I had, and they had bananas set out for each plate.
I know you're telling a nice story, but you're telling me all this stuff I just now thought about talking about. What is coffee cake? Is it pound cake? Suck it to you.
It's hard to explain. It's a little cake and just crumbs of squished up cake dough that are just plopped on top, and then just powdered sugar on top of that. It's delicious.
How's coffee incorporated into this?
You usually eat it with coffee.
Gross.
What?
Okay. I'm not a fan of coffee.
More for me. But anyway, so I sit down, and she's going through the different cereal boxes and all the food, going, "What is this? What is it? Is this bread? What is this? Is a bagel? I never eat bagels. Never. I never have this."
Oh, gefilte fish.
She didn't say gefilte fish. It was breakfast.
Excuse me, Mr. Manager. Could you turn up the thermostat? It's kind of humid. I'm kind of stuffy here.
I apologize for everything that's happening in this video.
Mort Goldman.
Stop. But anyway, so she's complaining about everything in front of her. She's like, this juice is terrible. I never have anything like this. Never. What is this? This isn't even orange juice. And the husband's just sitting there. It's just this look in his eyes like he's just ready. He's been ready to die for the past 20 years. He has the face of a man that says, "Every day with this woman, it's never different. Never. She'll let you know." And she did let me know. I didn't hear him say it, but I could hear him say it with his eyes. And she said something, Miss N, which I will refer to as Miss Nevah, because I think that's what the N stood for. She'd say something like, "I never had this. Look at this cereal, this Raisin Bran," and the husband
for Nineveh.
And Mr. O is like, "What is it you got? They got Raisin Bran? Let me have the Raisin Bran." Give him the Raisin Bran. So she's taking
the Raisin Bran.
She's taking all the boxes of Raisin Bran cereal, and He's opening her purse and just stuffing boxes of cereal into it. He's smuggling cereal off the train.
They're those kind of old people.
Yes, they are.
They go to a hotel and they just raid everything.
Exactly.
That's in the basket in the bathroom. They even take the basket too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of another story. I'll get to that in a sec. But anyway, so they're just packing away cereal, and she's just going on about how she never has anything, never anything like this. And she says, you know what I have? I have oatmeal. I'm like, oh, I was trying to strike up a conversation with her, trying to make things more positive.
Oatmeal, huh?
Yeah, oatmeal. What do you put on it? Bananas, strawberries, blueberries? Salt. Just salt. It's like, salt? Really? Oh!
What?
In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, this woman's crazy, I need to leave. But I can't say that, a confrontation. And so I'm just like, oh, really? Yeah, H.O., that's the brand I always use. I never use anything else, never.
Where was the adult in this situation?
The bathroom. The one I was with was in the bathroom. But, And Mr. O, I'm guessing his name is Mr. O, because N and O spell no, and I just know, thank you to all of this situation, and he's trying to strike up a conversation too. It's like, we're coming up from Florida. We usually go down here every summer, but I don't think we're gonna come down here again because of all the terrorism that's going on. I was like,
Wait, where in Florida?
They were in Orlando. And that's they've been having some.
They're in the cesspool of Central Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many other better places.
I know.
Of course, you incorporate South Florida. It's a slum.
Yeah.
Pinellas County. It's a slum. The people that run Pinellas County, glorified slumlords.
Okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
They have Okay, so there's this highway that they shut off, and it's completely empty. So people are like, oh, I'm just gonna go this highway and fish. And Pinellas County is like, hey, looks like we're gonna put a tax toll booth here. And everyone's like, wait a second, you shut this place down. You don't want anything to do with it? Yeah, but we want your money.
Okay.
How else do you think we're gonna buy a beach house?
But
I caught a fish that day.
Congrats.
No, you don't know anything. Let me tell you, that was a nice fish. But since your boy is kind of squeamish, he can't take it off the hook. So I had to get my cousin to take it off for me.
That's right. I keep forgetting you're squeamish.
I'm a bit squeamish. I just can't do the whole
I
don't know.
It doesn't show with your personality.
My question is, how does a fish have enough velocity to latch on that hook to a point where it just goes through the lip of the fish? What the heck?
Oh, they're biting down hard. They're like, oh, food! Just chomping down as soon as they can. That was a spike in the audio. I apologize. But sorry. But that's why there's Anyway, what was I saying?
You know what you need?
Mittens?
Ritalin.
I don't know what that is. I'll Google it later.
Whoever is editing, put it up.
Okay.
Put up Ritalin.
Okay. But anyway, so, Mr. Bernie Sanders...
Whomever!
Okay, thank you.
There we go.
Yeah. So Mr. O is saying, we can't go over here now because of all the terrorism. I'm like, yeah, it's a problem. And he looks at me smiling as if he's trying to tell a joke. Even Florida, if you look at it, it's shaped like a gun. Grin as wide as it can be.
Oklahoma's shaped like a finger.
Yes. And Florida's the gun that's getting the trigger pulled.
Michigan's a mitten.
Yeah.
Michigan's a mitten. People just hold up their, ham hock. And they're just sitting there pointing at different parts. Oh, yeah, well, I'm from here. Oh, well, I'm from here.
I know, they do that.
Rhode Island and Maine think they're real states. That's adorable.
They are real states.
They're so small.
They were here before Alaska and Hawaii.
Florida is bigger than Orsimer.
Texas is bigger than Florida.
You don't even get it.
No, I don't.
Orsimer is in Tamriel is the place where all the orcs come from.
The orcas?
Orcs.
Oh, orcs.
Orcs. Got you. Now we're talking about Elder Scrolls.
No! Anyway, I gotta get back to my Jew story. That's not what this episode's called.
Jew! We gotta tell the stories about the Jews.
This is... I Again, I apologize for everything. So then so Miss Neva's going on about how she hates everything in front of her. Mr. O is got his look of death, and he just like I mentioned before, everyone had a banana set at their plate. I've already finished mine, so he hands me his banana. He doesn't even hand it to me. He just puts it on my plate.
Here you go, little boy.
That's exactly what he did. He's like, "Here you go. You take it. I don't eat bananas because I'm not a monkey." Ha ha! These are his jokes of the day. Florida's a gun, and he's not a monkey. And those are the jokes that he had to tell. And I said, all right, well, I grabbed my coffee, and I said, well, it was nice meeting you.
Tool, you drink coffee?
Yes. That's not nice to call me that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, did I hurt your real feelings?
Listen, I like things being nice. You don't need to make fun of me for that.
Oh.
Stop it.
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I just made noises.
Okay, so I walk back to my train. Back to my room on the other car of the train. And as soon as the door closed, I look through the window and make sure no one's looking. I get up my iPhone and I call up my friend, and they say, hey, what's going on? And I say, you'll never believe what happened to me. Never. You'll never believe it. And it was just funny. And as soon as I got to my destination, I told all the people there about it, and we all had a good laugh.
I gotta tell you something.
Tell me something.
I'm gonna be talking more in the next episode.
I'm sorry. Yes, please. Yeah, you tell the story next.
Quite verbose.
I'm sorry.
Is it verbose or verbose? Or verbo?
I don't know.
Verbo.
I don't remember. It's...
Welcome to Hearthstone. Hearthstone. Hearthstone.